right here. Here's you. Pick it up. Get out. Never return. If I see you wearing Phillies gear ever again. Backwards. Get out of my life. Get out of my life, Jacko's cards. Oh. He said he's going to become a Yankees fan.
We are not out of your life. We are indeed in your life. That was a video last week at the Phillies game. Excuse me, earlier this week at the Phillies game. One of my friends got kicked out of the Phillies store by the Philly captain. I'll explain a little bit more about that later on, but everyone who is here, I don't think anyone is on quite yet, and I apologize that the screen is not exactly how I wanted it to. The phone locked at a different angle than I was hoping it would. But anyways, we are here on this 2-Box Tuesday for Jacko's Cards, our third ever Jacko's Cards 2-Box Tuesday, something that I started a few weeks ago. And actually, and get the ring light here. Oh, okay, hang on here. So actually, we are not, that's the title of the video, but we are not doing 2-Box Tuesday this evening. The surprise is that tonight is going to be the recap of the summer. So, throughout the summer, I was telling you guys that I went to multiple baseball games, got multiple autographs, and I have a lot of cards, baseballs, hats, pennants, a whole bunch of stuff that I have garnered, I guess you could say, over the course of the season. So the first game I went to was, I think, the second or third week of April, and I went to, I believe, 9 Reading Phillies games. Since then, I went to 1 Jersey Shore Blue Claws game. You guys can see I got the pennant of the Jersey Shore Blue Claws. I got that. I also went to the Altoona Curve, and we got a ball. I'm not exactly sure which ball. I believe it was this one. This is the ball that I got from the Altoona Curve. That is the Pirates AA. I did not get any autographs in Altoona this year. I went to the Lancaster Barnstormers. Here is an official Atlantic League ball. Got that. Went to Citizens Bank Park. Didn't get any balls or autographs there this year, but some of the ones off of the, I believe that, yeah, this one's from, where is, I have one from, yeah, this is from the Single A Phillies Jersey Shore Blue Claws. I got that one. And then these two are from Reading off the field. This one was really waterlogged. I was there with my grandpa and it was pouring rain. And then this one is just, I believe, from the bullpen the other night. Or excuse me, that I believe was 2 weeks ago. So yeah, the summer unfortunately has come to an end. And we are out of baseball games to go to. So I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do all winter. More than likely, I'll probably just have to sit and make a lot of videos. So yeah, I got, as you guys can see, I added a couple things to the sign in the background. I got some player cutouts at the bank on Sunday. The Phillies won. I got a Bryson Stott bobblehead this summer at Reading as well. That was a giveaway. So yeah, the whole point of tonight is going to be to kind of recap the summer, show you guys what I got. I got a lot of the top prospects. We missed out on Jackson Holliday and Marcelo Mayer and Jason Dominguez. I do want to call out Jason Dominguez again for being very he was not very nice with the fans. He pretty much avoided everyone and was very rude. He made a little kid cry because he wouldn't stop talking to him. So yeah, you should be ashamed of yourself, Jason Dominguez. I know you're in the big leagues now, but it was very classless, I should say. That's my only gripe of the summer. So yeah, I'm probably going to go ahead and put a compilation together of highlights of like home runs and pictures of players. I got to meet Blaze Jordan. I got to meet Orion Kerkering. I got to meet, I think, Carlos De La Cruz, Mick Abel. I have some pictures with other guys. So yeah, very, very fun to be at the Reading Phillies almost once a week. when they were home. Here's Sean Rodriguez. He's a former Philly. I got his autograph at Reading. He was around the ballpark. Then we've got this one from Harrisburg, Keelan Kilgore. 8/24/23. Carlos De La Cruz was warming up in the outfield. And then I got Roman Anthony and Kyle Teal. Roman Anthony is on the left, or excuse me, you're right. So there's Roman Anthony, and there is Kyle Teal autographs on balls. So I don't have any other I guess you could say I don't have any other ball holders, plastic baseball holders, I should say. So yeah, this was one of the highlights of the summer. We got a James Wood. This was his Double-A debut, May 28th, 2023. He got called up the morning of this game, and I didn't see that in time, so I couldn't put my cards in my book. So I was able to grab one before I left and put I got a ball actually out of the bullpen for him to get signed on his debut. So all summer long, I used this notebook, and you guys can see here is the patented, I guess you could call it, the handmade artist sketch pad that I turned into an autograph thing. So you could see I had the player, their number, and then who I wanted. So yeah, you guys can see I would just hand them. These are the ones I did not get signed. Dylan Cruz. This was the page I had in there to kind of test Sharpies and stuff. So yeah, Dylan Cruz I didn't get. Robert Hassel, Mick Abel, he's a AAA. I don't know if I'll ever see him again. This was, I think, Painter, and then Abels were here. I had Jalen Ortiz up there. I had one Painter card available if he came back, McKinley Moore. I got a bunch of these signed of Hayao Lee that you'll see later. Got one James Wood card signed. Brady Howes, Christian Hernandez. I think he's one guy that I'm pretty sure I got him. We'll have to see later. But yeah, just the names of the guys that I would know, and I just remembered their names and would have the numbers written down underneath them. So that it was really fun. I got to meet a lot of the game's young stars. Unfortunately, no Jackson Holiday or Marcelo Mayer. Those would have been two guys I would have really enjoyed to meet. But other than that, Blaze Jordan, met him. Nick York, got a couple from him. Chase Meredith, and then Ricky Tiedemann, I got a couple of him. And then this was at Single A. I did not get Justin Crawford. So hopefully Crawford is up next year. But yeah, so you can see the wear and tear. There's so many times I switched out this duct tape to kind of keep it closed. My homemade notebook of autographs for cards. Like I said, 21 total baseball cards, if my math is correct, between Reading, Jersey Shore, Altoona, the Barnstormers, the Senators, and of course the Big Phillies, where I was on Sunday. I didn't really get anything from Citizens Bank Park. I did get these pretty cool. I apologize, the screen's not wider. My camera got messed up. So yeah, I got those player stickers. I put them on top loader so I can move them around. We've got Mr. Schwarbomber, the guy who is probably going to homer on next time there's a tragedy. And then we've got JT Realmuto, best catcher in the league. And then we've got in the left corner, the center actually of our channel. And of course, I got to move it. Yeah, there is Mr. Bryce Harper. Another thing about Bryce Harper, and you know what? I'm gonna change the title real quick. I'll tell you guys about Bryce Harper. I sent summer. Sorry, I'm changing the video title real quick. I think that'll be good. There we go. Summer of Autographs is now the official title of the video. So yeah, and then we also got this bobblehead. This was sitting in the stands. They gave these to a bunch of kids. And this was just sitting up in one of the stands with nobody around it. So I snagged that. I should note, like I was saying about Harper, I gave a minor league pitcher 2 cards to take to him to try to get signed. So we will see about that. Here are 2 I got at the ballpark on Sunday. His 300th career home run. The Tops Now card, pretty cool when he saluted the crowd. I remember listening to that at work. So that's going to go to the back. And I should note that these boys, the reason I have these guys out is that we are a win away this evening. If you're a Phillies fan, we're a win away tonight from the postseason. It'd be 2 straight years. I think the last time that happened was probably like 2000. Man, I think maybe 11, 12. Somebody check me on that. If you're watching, let me know who. Let me know who's in the chat or watching live. Say hi. So yeah, here's other list I should have shown you. There was a list of the guys that got called up. The Reading had a massive road trip, and then they came back, and those were the new guys. Here's the Sharpies that a lot of wear and tear. You guys can see all the ones that were dropped and let other people use them. Just a lot of autographs gotten with those Sharpies. Then I also got Michael Lorenzen this Sunday. His Topps Now no-hitter. I had to buy that one. So yeah. And speaking of, I have the Phillies game on the radio, and they're talking about the Paul Owens Award winners. It was Orion Kerkering and Johan Rojas, and believe it or not, we have both of their autographs here to show you. So yeah, here we're gonna start off. I'm just gonna kind of go box by box how I have the autographs in here, no specific order. So hopefully you'll see the big guns along the way, the big names, and we'll get going from there. So this is one of the cards that I was really confused about. I asked this guy to sign Jordy Martinez. He got called up, I think, in July. And for whatever reason, he signed it sideways. I've never seen a card signed sideways. So that's kind of good. Or it's kind of weird. But it was still nice to meet him. Tristan Garnett, to him, he got called up. And then this was really cool. Jackson Glenn. So a lot of people probably don't know this, but my middle name is Glenn. So Jackson Glenn from the Altoona Curve. I didn't have any cards. I didn't even know the guy existed. So he was signing for a bunch of kids. And then he said, "Hey, do you have anything to get signed?" I said no, and I introduced myself and told him that my name was Jackson Glenn too. So yeah, pretty cool. He signed that for me. And then we've got a really nice bio. You guys should pause that, and look and read that bio back there. So I know which stack is. I think I know which stack's the best. So I got, like I said, I got a 10-ticket package planned to Reading. Oh, I should say I have all the tickets. I have all of my tickets. We actually can figure out real quick. I think I might be missing one or two. Jersey Shore didn't have a ticket, unfortunately. Those were cashless tickets, and actually some lady gave me tickets at the Jersey Shore, so I did not pay anything to see that game. But I did, in fact, save all of my tickets for this year, just for the fact to remember the summer of autographs. And I know I told some people that the video was going to be a 2-Box Tuesday. That series will continue again next week. We apologize. I guess you could say we apologize for the switch up in schedule, but this is a lot better. So yeah, here I'll sort these Fightin' Phil's general admission ticket, another season general admission ticket. Here's another general admission, so that's 4 that I used. Then here are the Senators. 2 Senators. There is the Barnstormers one. So first Senators game was, I think, April 29th. There's the Altoona Curve, and then April 29th, July 14th, August 24th, and then August 26th, Staten Island. And then here are all of there's the one Altoona Curve, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So all of our general admission tickets from Reading this year, all in a stack, along with Harrisburg and Altoona. Unfortunately, not Jersey Shore. I wish I could have gotten a ticket. I really wanted a ticket from there. We got the pennant from there, though. We got the Jersey Shore Blue Claws pennant. I'll always remember. my Labor Day trip there. And it's good that I can do this because I haven't organized any cards in probably well over 2 months. So I'm gonna hopefully take some time to organize a lot. I have a lot of piles sitting around. Then also, if you didn't get to watch last week, this is our second non-2-box Tuesday in a row. I got some packs at Dollar General nonetheless, and it was impressive. I got some Kenny Pickett cards, Justin Fields, and a lot of other big name quarterbacks. We cannot take. I'm trying to the camera. If you can see, it's not a widescreen. The camera got messed me up before the start of the video. So yeah, here is all 19, or excuse me, tickets to all of the minor league except the Jersey Shore games I went to. So yeah, the Senators first, and I'll put the Barnstormers first. Barnstormers made the playoffs. I know we have some people that watch who are Barnstormers fans. So yeah, there's the Barnstormers curve. 4 Senators games. I thought I went to one more Senators game. I don't know. And then all of my general admission tickets for Reading. So yeah, that was pretty fun. It was a nice summer as far as getting all the tickets. We'll put the tickets back there. And now the moment we've all been waiting for. The autographs. A lot of these guys are just... some of these are Phillies prospects. A lot of these guys are just Reading guys who probably won't ever make it to the big leagues. But we'll start. We'll give them all credit. I want to thank all the players. If any of them see this, I'll probably tag a couple. But I want to thank them all for their time getting autographs. I thanked a couple of them. Just so much fun to get to know the players. Get to know a couple security guards here and there. And just feel like you're a very distant part of the team. In a way, coming to all those games, going to all those games at Reading. But yeah. So without further ado, 17 minutes in, we are finally seeing some of the autographs. Cody Roberts, one of the catchers for Reading. We've got another one. Then we've got Max McDowell, another catcher. Herbert Iser. Herbert's a nice guy. Nick Podcool, I have a video of him hitting a home run. McCarthy Tatum, who's no longer on the team. Madison Stokes. These are probably like all the way back in early April, May, June. This set, I guess this part of the autograph. So Christian Hernandez, Keelan Kilgore, Tyler McKay, I believe is a AAA. Adam Leverett, one of my friends met his dad. Tyler Phillips, he's a AAA. Oliver Dunn, I believe, was the team MVP for this year. We've got another Nick Podcool, another Keelan Kilgore. That's a guy I got the ball from. Max Coons. Herbert Iser, Tyler Phillips again, Braden Zarbnitsky's at AAA, Adam Leverett, Tyler McKay again, Madison Stokes, and then Barron Radcliffe. So yeah, those are the kind of the guys that aren't necessarily prospects. A couple of those pitchers are. I'll have to sort them later on and see who I want to upload. But they all at least deserve a penny sleeve. The guy takes a couple minutes to sign for me. I'm going to put him in a penny sleeve. Because you never know. I mean, Orion Kirkering, who would have thought he made the big leagues this year? Excuse me. But yeah, now he's up, and I have a couple of his autographs, so you guys will see a little bit later on. And according, once again, well, here, let Scott Fransky explain. Well, he was saying, I think...
one wrinkle for securing home field advantage throughout.
So yeah, Phillies
need to win, and they either need a Cubs loss or a Brewers win. They need the Central to be decided. Right.
Okay. So the Phillies need a Cubs win or a Brewers, or excuse me, I think a Cubs loss or a Brewers win.
It's a matter of time, right? But.
So when you said the Central, so it's either or, though. That either the Brewers...
Okay.
If the Brewers win, they clinch the Central.
If the Brewers win, they clinch the Central.
The Brewers clinch the Central.
If the Cubs lose, the Brewers clinch the Central. So we need the Cubs to lose, I think, and the Brewers to win for the Phillies to get home field advantage for the first wild card, spot. So here's Nick Ward and Oliver Dunn, once again, team MVP. Oliver Dunn for Reading this year. Congrats to him. Always nice guy. Always like talking to him. So here's our only autograph, one unique of its kind. These are some of the Phillies' big-name prospects. So if you want to know
The way the math works.
who the Phillies of the future are, stay tuned. We've got Gabriel Konis, fun story. I actually sold one of these right off the bat. As soon as I got them, I sold one of these to a guy standing right next to me. I sold it for $10. I know I have another one of these. I forget where it went. But yeah, so we've got Ethan Wilson, another lower end prospect. I think he's like 15 or 16 on the list. A couple Ethan Wilsons. I think he signed most of these at once. Josh Hendrickson's a low level pitching prospect. Adam Baker, he likes a jelly roll song. He likes a jelly roll song. I won't specify that, but some people watching will get that joke. He likes a jelly roll song. Now we've got Marcus Lee saying this guy got called up. I think halfway through. I believe like late July-ish. So I think I got to see him 2 or 3 times. So yeah, that was pretty cool to get him.
His usage, Keller's usage right now, the four-seamer's at 37%. Cutter at 30%.
So yeah, then we've got Marcus Lee saying Casey Martin, who used to be a Phillies prospect but is no longer on the top 30 list. I got all of him, I think, a couple weeks after his Double-A debut. Pretty cool, nice guy. So yeah, there's all the Casey Martins. Tommy McCollum, another guy that got called up this year, Phillies prospect. We've got Carlos Francisco, Andrew Scholes, who I believe isn't on the team anymore. And then we've got Al Padrique, who is the skipper on the Pirates, or he was a Pirate. Good evening, Mr. Vice President. Thank you for joining us. This is a guy who I followed, I believe, since Single A. Really cool to see this guy in person, Zach Veen. Then I got Brady Howes. This was a fun one. This was I think the last Senators game I went to, or second to last. There was a couple guys there that are like, Brady, can you sign? And he's like, no, I always tell you guys no, you never listen. And they're like, oh, we've never gotten you before. He's like, no, I've signed for you before, and you never listen. So yeah, then I stopped him and I said, Mr. Howes, you mind signing real quick? And sure enough, he said, yeah, sure. And they walked away disappointed. So I always try to be respectful of the players. They're people too. And try to respect their privacy, ask them nicely, and go from there. And I mean, I've scored probably over 100 autographs. I haven't counted them all, but this summer was a lot. The summer of autographs. And then Jackson Rutledge, I think I sold one of those. I know I had 2 of him. Ricky Tiedemann, I sold 2 of those. To BB Sports Cards. Follow them on Instagram. Then we got Drew Romo. It was funny. I had 4 of this guy, and he only signed 2 of them for me. I definitely have some of these in a different spot. I don't know. Gabriel Hughes, I think these are the ones I had to sell. That's probably why. I don't know why I would have sold Zach Veen, tried to sell. But yeah, Drew Romo, Gabriel Hughes, Jalen Ortiz, a couple Jalen Ortiz ones, and then Orion. Oh, look at this. Orion Kerkerine, the guy that is now the Phillies closer of the future. It's almost like he was just in Single A. He went the entire length of the Phillies, he went through the entire Phillies system this year, drafted last year. Really awesome story. That's really impressive to go from the bottom of the not bottom of the barrel, but just as far as the lowest minor league system all the way to the top. So some more Phillies guys. Marcus Lee saying again, one of the higher end prospects. I think he's probably a top. You know what? I pulled up the Phillies top prospect list for a reason. I'm going to actually read it. I'm going to look at it. So right now it's Painter, Abel, Crawford, Aiden Miller, Griff McGarry, Carlos De La Cruz, of course Kerkerine, then Simone Muzziotti, Gabriel Konis, William Bergola, Alex McFarlane, Amarian Boyd, Starling Kaba. I saw Christian McGowan and Caleb Ricketts at Single A. They didn't sign at all. I don't even think I got to see them at all. And then from there, Tommy McCollum's number 21. I'm trying to think who else. That's pretty much all the guys. Ethan Wilson is 16. I didn't realize De La Cruz was so high. He is number 6. I don't even think he was a prospect when he got drafted. So yeah, good for him. Glad he had a good season. I think he was an all-star along with Oliver Dunn. So yeah, this was a guy. Really, really fun story of this card. I'm gonna put Marcus Lee sang with the other Lee Sangs. I don't know what Lee sang though. I'm not sure what song. I didn't get to ask him what he sang. So yeah, this card. I don't know if I did a video of this, but this card I got in a box. I don't even think I have the box anymore. But I got this card in probably 2021. You guys can see the Bowman. It's had him as the number 15 prospect on the Red Sox. And I got this card, and I saw he was in single A, and I said, someday I'm going to get this signed in Reading. So I followed him for the last 2 years, and sure enough, on a rainy night in Reading, there was pretty much no one there, and I waited around, and they played, and then they had a delay, and they came back out, and then they finished the game. I was there until, I think, 11:45. I think is like when I left the stadium, and I finally got this card signed. So awesome story. That's one of the ones I'm most proud of this year, getting that guy to sign. A couple other Blaze Jordans. Then we got Nick York. I'm also sad that Marcel Lemaire was hurt. Hopefully we'll get to see him next year. So yeah, there's my 2 Blaze Jordans, and then Nick York, another lower end guy for the Red Sox. And then back to Mr. Closer, I guess we could call him. I'm shocked that's all I have of him. I think I have more. So yeah, here are 2 more Kirkarians. Kirkarian, I believe. I think you'd say it Kirkarian. As far as I know, I asked another pitcher. That one, I don't know what he was doing there. That's kind of unfortunate that it's across the name. But that's a pretty cool card. Pretty cool, nice blue on the pants there. It's a nice angle. And then that one's kind of sloppy down at the bottom. But hey, like I said, other than the one that was literally upside down and sideways, I don't really complain. Whatever card I get signed, I'm appreciative of whatever I get. McKinley Moore, this is a special story. Some Phillies fans might remember him as Bryson Stott's looking the wrong way. I got this at Reading this year as a giveaway. My sister's got a Aaron Nola one too. I don't know where that is. I think it fell off their dresser. So yeah, McKinley Moore, I think, made his debut last year. He's on the 40-man. It was his birthday when he was in Harrisburg, so he didn't sign at all. But real quiet guy, didn't really say much when I was sitting down by the bullpen. But yeah, I was able to stop him and get his autograph, so that was pretty nice. Really nice guy. From the few minutes I talked to him, I told him I couldn't wait to see him pitch in Red October, and he was like, "Oh, thanks, man, that's nice." So yeah, hopefully we'll see him back soon. Here's the other Jelly Roll guy. I'll call him Jelly Roll guy. Some people that'll watch will know what I mean. Andrew Baker, he's a prospect. Like I said, not a huge fan of the autograph, but I appreciate the time. Another Josh Hendrickson. David Parkinson, another pretty nice guy. And Josh was really nice. The last game of the season, I think, Mick Abel. He'll come later. Don't worry, Abel's on the way. And I think 1 or 2 other guys, and Josh waited for them to be done, and he signed for me, so pretty nice guy. Parkinson was nice. I talked to him a couple times. He's a AAA. Now, this is a guy, see, I told you I was going to have a lot of stories. It's pretty fun to be able to interact with the players as much as I got to. I'm so thankful that I got the summer of autographs and got to meet and talk to as many players as I did. There's an open case, or a top loader. So yeah, this guy was funny. He was a nice guy in the bullpen. He had just gotten called up, and I was talking to the pitcher, or one of the catchers, one of the other pitchers. I was like, "Oh, I don't have your autograph," and he's like, "Oh, I don't even probably have a card." I said, "Oh, I'm gonna get some on eBay, and because I want your autograph." So I didn't even know that, but drafted by the Phillies in the 9th. Well, Nola just struck out his 200th guy of the year, second man in Phillies history. So congrats to Aaron Nola. I kind of hope the Phillies re-sign him. I don't know if they will, but we shall see. So yeah, Dominic Pipkin. So yeah, he told me not to get any of his cards, and I did not buy any. But I got some off eBay. Yeah, I did not get any off eBay, my bad. I had this in the top 25 limited series prospects from last year, and I knew I had it. So I came home, took it to him the next game, and I was like, I know you said not to get this. So kind of a DP, I mean, and not the best autograph, but hey, at least it's worth it. At least I made him feel special. He laughed when I told him I got a card. This is one of the cards I almost sent to spring training for Harper to sign, but I realized I only have one of them. Someone bought this at the last card show. I had a double of that. So yeah, Harper, I wouldn't be shocked if he hits a home run. I'm going to call it now. I think it's like the 5th inning. Harper's going to hit a home run tonight, and that's how we're going to make it to the postseason. So the 2 people that are watching, you're my witness. You're my witnesses that say Harper's going to send us to the... He sent us to the World Series. Might as well send us to the playoffs. So yeah, here's the other Rincones. That came out really nice. I wish it was a little bit lower, but that is really pretty. The blue, no streak marks, nothing. So yeah, thankful I got take the trip to Jersey. That was so much fun. Jersey Shore Ballpark's all right. It's just kind of a massive concrete structure. Which here's Justin Crawford, another one I didn't get signed. Next year at Reading, hopefully. I probably won't go to as many Reading games next year. We'll see. I already have 2 tickets. They gave us 2 tickets because it rained. I will at least have 2 tickets. So yeah, Nick Ward again, another guy. I met his parents, talked to his parents, and then somehow this got mixed up. Another Red Sox guy, Chase Meredith. That one got a little bit messed up because of the rain. But that's all right. Meredith's not the best. I don't really think he'll... I don't want to call anyone out and say they're not going to be good. But I don't really think he's going to be worth a whole lot. So a little bit of rain won't be that big of a deal. Got 1 stack left. If you're still with us, you've waited till the best part. We're getting into the big boys. Yeah, okay. I'm trying to make a stack. Like I said, I have not taken the time. I've been very busy. I have not taken the time to organize any of my cards in probably a good 2 months, which is fine. I don't really need to waste time. Uh-oh. Mr. Brandon Marsh with a home run. My radio feed's a little bit behind, but if only I had a Brandon Marsh autograph. Give me 1 second.
Which I would think, every once in a while, if you pop that.
So I said it was going to be Bryce Harper. I said it was going to be Bryce Harper to send us to the postseason. But and I know I'm away from the camera. Hopefully you can hear me. This guy just hit a home run for the Phillies. I just got the notification, and sure enough, this guy I met last year at AAA. I went to see him. I went to see Bryce Harper, and he didn't play. And I put that in the note to Harper. I said I came to see you last year at Lehigh Valley, and you didn't get to play. So yeah, we'll listen to Marshy's home run real quick.
Swung on, hit deep. Right center field, up the alley, and that one is gone!
Marshy, a massive offer.
His 11th home run of the season.
Fear the beard. So yeah, pretty cool to meet Marsh there. He was a really nice guy. He signed autographs for like 2 hours. Maybe not 2 hours, a good 25, 30 minutes. And then this is a ball that I got. I got his autograph last year at AAA. So I don't even think I've ever shown this on camera. So yeah, that was pretty cool to meet him last year. And we are close to the end here. We're getting to the big boys. I'm going to save my favorite player. I know I've said I've met Andrew Painter. And you guys can guess in the comments who my new favorite Phillies prospect is. But I think someone else might have taken the cake. Since no offense to Painter, he'll probably still be number 1. But yeah, we will see. Someone else has made a pretty significant push. I guess it might be Kirkery. It might be Rojas. I've met them both. You never know. And I've actually met Bowman Stott too. So yeah, here are some of the ones that I'm more proud of. Some of my bigger names. James Wood. I got this signed. In Harrisburg, Marco Luciano apparently would not sign at all. I don't think he signed. I would not be shocked if he only signed like 20 autographs the entire summer. Would not be shocked. This guy was very bearish. Walked right by me 5 or 6 times, 2 or 3 games I saw him. But sure enough, I think this was back in late July. At the end of the game, he just walked out, signed for like 3 people, and he signed one for me, Marco Luciano, who is in the big leagues. I also have Ronnie Mauricio. I saw him hit a home run on Sunday for the Mets. That was pretty cool to see him in the big leagues hit a home run. Pretty cool to see guys like Kirkering, Rojas. I'm trying to think. Henry Davis, who the Phillies are playing right now. I have his autograph from last year. So, yeah, the 2 biggest non-Phillies that I got this past year, James Wood and Marco Luciano, my 2 proudest moments, my 2 proudest cards, I guess you could say, of the season. We've got about 20 or so autographs left to show you guys, and then I'm going to go watch the Phillies on their way to the postseason. Here's another Casey Martin I got. Then Carlos De La Cruz, who's one of the Phillies' top prospects. I have more De La Cruz. I don't know where he is. I think we just said he's number 6. Jason Rosario, this was the same box as the Blaze Jordan card from earlier, and I hung on to that for quite some time. Pretty cool to get that one signed. He was a nice guy. He was pretty much the opposite of Dominguez. He actually interacted with some fans, and then I actually got Trey Sweeney. Here's another guy. This was some of the first games of the year. Trey Sweeney was a guy that apparently really didn't sign a whole lot the whole summer either, but I got his autograph. When did I get his? Yeah, at Reading. I got him at Reading. No, excuse me, Harrisburg. I got him at Harrisburg as Dominguez walked by, acting like he could have cared less. So, yeah, I mean, I called out Jason Dominguez in his in a video. I think I put an Instagram post out, and I stand by that. Pretty sad when you don't acknowledge your fans and say, I don't care about my fans. All right, well, guess what? Someday the fans are going to come to that ballpark, and they're going to want to buy your jersey, and they're going to remember that you didn't take the 5 minutes it would take to sign a couple cards for them, and they're probably not going to buy your jersey. I'm no expert, but I'm just saying, if he loses fans, it's not my fault, and I'll be happy he does in a way. So, yeah, here's Carlos Francisco again, another Kirkering. I didn't realize I had... You know what? I'm going to be generous. There's another Orion Kirkering. And then we've got Jalen Ortiz, a couple Jalen Ortizes. Ethan Wilson, another Phillies prospect. He's, I think, top 10. Gabriel Hughes, Drew Romo. That's one that's not the best. It's, I guess, kind of cool. Jackson Rutledge. And then some of the ones I'm... most excited would be the word. Here are my Johan Rojas's, the 2023 Paul Owens Award winners from the Phillies, Rojas and Kirkering. It is fitting we can show them on the same screen, both from Clearwater too. Pretty cool that we got them both this year. It's come full circle for their MLB careers that I got them early this season. We got Griff McGarry, another guy that I really like. He always came back. He came back 4 or 5 times to sign for me. So, yeah, there was a Griff McGarry card, a couple of them. And then he is at AAA. He got shut down, unfortunately. Struggled a little bit towards the end of the season. But we wish him all the best. He's another guy that I would not be shocked if he makes the opening day roster next year, maybe a bullpen spot. Or maybe, I think he's done, like I said, this year I think he's done. But maybe next year he makes a push for the rotation or the bullpen. So, yeah, coming down the home stretch here, I'm not really sure. I know I showed you guys Carlos De La Cruz. I think this guy is 6'8". He is a giant. I couldn't find any Carlos De La Cruz cards. There weren't any. I think I ordered maybe one. I think I ordered that Jersey Shore one, and then I had to get the other ones off eBay, which was fine. I probably spent a good $100, $200 off guys getting called up from AAA this year, as far as their autographs go. So, yeah, here's my last Griff McGarry one. That's pretty cool, Virginia Tech. So, yeah, my favorite player I got to talk to this summer, and here's another Griff McGarry, my bad. I don't think we have any more Griff McGarrys. I don't think we have any more Kirkerings. I don't think we have any more McGarrys. I know I have another Johan. I think I actually sold my other Johan Rojas. I think I did. I think I sold it to a kid at the last show. I'll have to check what I sold. But, yeah, so this... the story behind this guy, another card that I got, Schwarber Scores. 2-0 Phillies. Pretty good. Mr. Harper, MV3. Well, I'm kind of wrong. He didn't hit a home run, but hopefully that guy right there, he just got an RBI. So if we win 2-1, then I was right. You never know. All right, before I lose my audience and continue rambling, this guy at the beginning of the season, hey, can you sign for me? No, I don't sign. I only sign when I pitch. That was the first probably week of the season. And then it was, no, I don't sign when I pitch. I don't really have a chance to sign. I don't feel like signing tonight, guys. And sure, that is an acceptable answer. If a fan wants to say that, I'm never gonna, or a player never. If a player says that, I'm not gonna follow him. I'm not gonna try to pressure him into signing. But I will give this guy credit. At the end of the season, I saw probably 5 or 6 people that I know posting pictures on him, saying thank you to him, and he was signing a lot of autographs. One time he was probably signed for probably 10 or 11 kids, hats, balls, bats, shirts, whatever. So without further ado, I have a picture of him. I know I've posted it on Instagram in my story. I'll try to put it up. I'm going to make an Instagram post of like highlights of the summer here shortly after this video is over. But yeah, my favorite guy I got to meet this summer, got to talk with. I shook his hand as he was walking out of the ballpark at the end of the last game and said, thanks for your time and for signing. He said that you're welcome. So yeah, this one's pretty nice. That one came out really, really nice. It's the Bowman first, the base card. I really like that autograph, how that's on there. Then this one's it is a little bit different. I don't know what happened on that one. It almost looks like he didn't. Maybe he put his number. I'm not sure. So yeah, that one's pretty nice. Then we've got, yeah, I don't know what happened on that one. I know that was him. I know he signed it. I know he signed them both at the same time, 2 of them at the same time. So yeah, I don't know what. I have no idea. He probably just rushed that one. So yeah, there's another nice, really nice rated prospect, Donruss the Black. It's really centered. I would say, I don't know exactly how they grade autographs, you could say, but it was pretty nice to get that one. And I'll save my favorite card for last. So this was my first Mick Abel card I got signed. I should note, my dad and I took a trip up to Erie, Pennsylvania summer after I graduated, and I bought a Mick Abel autograph for $15 because I hadn't gotten it at Reading yet. So yeah, I bought that one, so I do have that in a box somewhere. And I don't think I've ever shown that one. So yeah, here's my first one I got in person. Pretty cool. I wish you could see the glove and the ball, but like I said, I'm never going to complain about an autograph. So yeah, really futurist. A pretty nice Bowman Chrome brand. And then my favorite card I got all year, Mick Abel. I had this card. I'm not sure where I got it, but the really nice Bowman first. The autograph's a little bit faded. Hopefully that's not, I think it might have just been the pen. It doesn't look dirty. It looks pretty clean on the card there. Oh, man. Brian Reynolds. 2-1. 2-1 Phillies. That stinks. That's unfortunate. So, yeah, there's the Mick Abel, my favorite card of the year. So, yeah, so this is just a rough estimate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I would say about 10 baseballs I got this year. Off of minor league fields. I'm going to go ahead and estimate about maybe 100 autographs. Low ball 70, high ball 110. So anywhere, I know that's a really bad range and really not accurate at all. But yeah, I really, really enjoyed going to baseball games. I got to take a couple people. Had a good time with taking some people. And then, you know what, I think if you can name... I know I mentioned them earlier in the comments. I'm going to do for the whopping 2 people that are watching. I do appreciate you guys watching. I'm going to give away the Phillies' new closer, the closer of the future. And it's not the best. I will say it's not the best one, but it's one that I have 3 of. So yeah, I'm going to give you guys the chance to get this Orion Kerkering card for free. And all you have to do is really quick. I'm going to say 3, 2, 1, and then go. Not yet, but you have to. So Kerkering is the one who is the second. Actually, there's going to be 2 parts to this. Who is the second Paul Owens Award winner this year for the Phillies? So who won it this year along with Orion Kerkering? So you're halfway there. And who was the winner last year? Who was the pitcher that won it last year? And let me just check really quick so I know the answer. So you can't say I Okay. Yep. All right. So I know who it was. It was an infielder who has been up a couple times this year for the Phillies. So who were the 2 minor league players last year, and who were the 2 minor league players, the other minor league guy that won the Paul Owens Award this year for the Phillies? So you have until the end of the video. I'm going to say 3, 2, 1, and go. So first person to comment those 4 players will receive this Orion Kerkering card. No Googling. I guess you could Google it if you want, but I would appreciate if you don't do it. So yeah, the hints are a minor league. I'll kind of make it easy for the one person that's watching. A minor league first baseman for the Phillies. And then also another pitcher from last year. So yeah, I'll give you till the end of the video. And then if whoever comments first after the video, I will honor that first comment I see either in the chat right now or at the end once the video is over. So yeah, 4 guys, not that hard to figure out. Hopefully, I know a lot of people don't watch. I know a lot of people that watch this channel aren't necessarily Phillies fans. So yeah, if you want to Google it, go right ahead. I'd appreciate it if you don't, but I have no way of knowing, so kind of on you. So yeah, I should also note that my pretty funny thing happened over the weekend. I opened with it. My friend got kicked out of the Phillies team store by the Philly captain. He's contemplating a switch from the Phillies to the Yankees, being a fan of the Yankees instead of the Phillies. So he said the Philly captain said he didn't want him anymore, and that he could leave, and he wanted him to cheer for the Yankees. All right. First baseman for the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs. His nickname is LBH. Pitcher that I said I met last year. It's literally going to come down to 2 people that are watching, so I apologize to those other. On behalf of Nick Castellanos, who might hit a home run now, I apologize for rigging the contest. But yeah, I mean, who knows? I don't think anyone else would want it. So yes, on behalf of Nick Castellanos, he apologizes. Maybe he'll hit a home run later. So yes, an LBH is the first baseman's nickname. I said it in my I have it in my speech, not speech, but my video before twas the night before baseball back in April or end of March when I did that poem. I wrote it. So yeah, I'm gonna put some hints really quick. Well, okay. Yeah, but so we have one person who's gotten it right, and I'm honestly going to take a couple minutes here and organize these cards. So yeah, I should note some more highlights of the summer as far as going to baseball games. Reading has a pretty nice buffet that I got a few times. Hot dogs, hamburgers, and a bunch of other stuff. Unlimited drinks, unlimited cookies, and a whole bunch of stuff like that. So yeah, I have all of these cards. Like I said, I haven't taken the time to sort them. So yeah, more than likely, I probably will not be. I don't know what's gonna happen on a year-to-year basis. So I mean, I don't know. I don't know where I'm going to be the next year this time. So I might not be. Yes. Okay. So Painter is not. So Painter is the other one, but you gotta get the other player. LBH is his nickname's initials, and he's a first baseman for Lehigh Valley. You guys should know this. He's been up and down from the minors. A bit of a power hitter. That's going to give it away. He's going to probably be in the chat within 30 seconds. And then Kirkerine is the pitcher of the year for the minor league season this year. Who is the minor league player, not pitcher, of yes. And I am told that this could, in fact, I'm going to let you listen. This could be Nola. This could be, okay, so that's.
He'll depart with a lead. 2-1 ball game. We've got a pitching change.
Could have been Aaron Nola's last regular season start as a Philly. I don't know if they're going to re-sign him. That would be really hard to see them not re-sign him, but I just think the roster might be a little bit better. I think we could get someone better than Nola. As much as I love him, and yes, Derek Hall, we'll give him credit. So now you just need the other player from this year. You need to put all four in the same comment. I want to make it fair, all four. So those two guys, and then you need the other player who may or may not be in the outfield, who also won the Paul Owens Award for the Phillies this year. The other guy, the player who got the award. What was I saying? I forget. I'm trying to organize these cards like bullpen pitchers, prospects, and then a few other ways. So yeah, as far as Jacko's cards go, let's get on to that topic. I will more than likely be doing, yes, Rojas. All right, Mr. Vice President, there it is. So be on your desk tomorrow morning. An Orion Kirkerine autograph, fresh from Reading, and we will get that to you tomorrow. Congrats. I know it was kind of rigged. Like I said, Nick Castellanos might homer tonight. We had a tragedy, and I apologize. I consider myself to run a pretty honest channel, and I apologize that we may or may not have rigged that. So hopefully, I don't know. I don't know if anybody's going to watch this again. This might be the last video I ever have fans with. So I am deeply sorry for anyone that I offended running the contest in that way. Hopefully someone gets that. And I'm just trying to buy some time. I think the game's not very far or not close to being over. So I'll probably end it here. I'm going to turn it down just a little bit. And I'll probably end up... Oh, yeah, this was pretty funny. Look at this. Nathan Wilson. It's Ethan Wilson. That's a typo. I just noticed that again. I remember seeing that in the store. I was shocked that they allowed that. I feel bad for him. I also got a Trey Turner Eric card. I know I showed you guys that in a previous video. So, yeah, the next card show that I will be set up at is October 28th. I just booked my table. I believe I booked my table the other day, so I'm looking forward to that. Won't have a whole lot of new stuff to sell. I'll have a few of these cards that I will want to sell. I hope to see a lot of you guys there. Last time, I think I had a few people that had watched the channel, and I'll probably end up doing a video again this time. The last two shows, I didn't really know what I was doing as far as setting up and just trying to get my bearings as far as organizing the table. It's been a lot of fun. I got rid of a lot of cards. I sold an Aaron Rodgers autograph. Good timing too. I feel bad that he got hurt. And thank goodness last night, as far as I know, we didn't have any major career-ending injuries. Not that the other two that have happened were career-ending necessarily, but I saw some stat that like the last few, and like I said, no malintent meant by this comment, but the last few Monday Night Football games were like Damar Hamlin, and then Aaron Rodgers and Nick Chubb. So I'm just saying, if I was playing on Monday Night Football, I might try to see if I can't sit out or somehow come up with an excuse not to play in that game. Just saying, it seems like there's something about Monday night. The last few Monday Night Football games have not gone well for players, and thankfully no one got hurt. So yeah, we are in the 7th inning, so 3 measly innings away from a potential red October. I'll have a video up. I'm gonna try to record my reaction when we clinch. And I was at the Phillies on Sunday, as you guys know, and got kicked out. Like I said, got kicked out by the Philly captain. So I think I'm gonna use that as my new intro. So I got a free intro from the Philly captain. That was pretty funny. He kicked my friend out who wants to be a Yankees fan. So hey, I mean, I guess you could say it's cheap advertising. It was funny. I walked up to him and I was like, "Do you remember doing a video with me?" He's like, "I know who you are. I remember you, Jacko's Cards." And I was like, "Okay, well, it's good to see you again." So yeah, kind of. I don't want to say he's creepy, but just an interesting guy. Very, very nice. I've talked to him a little bit. We'll say that. I guess we could say that. So yeah, the autographs have been over for a few minutes now. Just trying to come up with things as far as to update you guys on upcoming events on the channel. I would love to see some of you guys there. I know I'll probably see some other channels there, and I'll maybe we'll do some interviews of like customers, why you collect cards. The options are numerous. So yeah, until then, I know Update Series is coming out in October. I'll probably spend maybe $100 on some blasters, or excuse me, some hangers. From that stuff, I got a lot of that last year. Did very well. And we will see whatever other cards we get. Here's to, if you joined us late, the Phillies cards I picked up on Sunday. Bryce Harper, blast 300th career home run, the tops now. And then Lorenzen no. I'm going to have to find some way to display those cards, the tops now. Of course, we're joined by the new players' decals. Bryce Harper in the left of the screen, and then Schwarber, Castellanos, and Realmuto on the top loaders. Again, thanks to Bryson Stott for joining us via bobblehead. He doesn't talk. He didn't say anything. And then here are all my tickets I saved. Barnstormers, Altoona Curve, Senators, and then my... I think all 10. I think all our 10 are here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, including opening night. So I only had one other person use one of the tickets. I took my grandpa once, so he used one of them, and I don't know where my opening night ticket is. I think they might have taken that. So yeah, that's going to do it for the summer recap. Good, almost an hour. I could have gone on so much longer as far as stories of players and rain delays and waiting for a guy to come out, and he wasn't sure if he was out, and just standing around for 15 or 20 minutes. And oh yeah, he left 10 minutes ago, guys. Have a good night or whatever. And the ballpark's closed. And it's like, I don't care if the ballpark was closed an hour ago. If I want to wait for this guy's autograph, you're gonna have to drag me out. I would not do that. I left. I almost got kicked out once, but I was able to escape, I guess you could say. Here's the other base players from the Reading, the team sets from the last couple years, some of the younger guys who aren't necessarily prospects. So yeah, once again, thank you to all the players. Hopefully one or two of them will see this maybe eventually. I am very, very sad that I won't be able to go to any more baseball games until next year. Yeah, here's the upside down Jordy Martinez autograph. Then my favorite player, probably second favorite, behind Mick Abel, Jackson Glenn, my middle name. So that's my name, just minus my last name. And there's the manager too. And then here's the player that could bring it home for us, the guy that I sent the Harper cards with, so we shall see. So yeah, we're going to hit an hour. I think this is probably the first stream ever that I'm going to hit an hour, and it is appropriate. You guys can see all of the cards here in their respective stacks. I got them a little bit organized. and then all of the ticket stubs. So yeah, that's a wrap. That is a wrap on summer baseball. Unfortunately, like I said, we got Red October. Here is the wonderful notebook, the battered and bruised notebook. You guys can see I changed the duct tape on that so many times to be able to hold it for, or get it for autographs. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. Couple baseballs. I know we have a couple Phillies fans still watching. So Sean Rodriguez, another guy, or this guy was on the Phillies bench, I think in like 2017, 18. Pretty cool to meet him. I got a picture with him. So yeah, like I said, I'll probably put something on Instagram, kind of a recap of all the players, some of the best cards I got this summer, and maybe a few highlights of like James Wood, Marco Luciano, and Mick Abel. I think I have a couple of his strikeouts and some other things some other highlights, I guess you could say, of the summer. I will take some time and do that within the next couple weeks. So yeah, once again, for everyone at Reading, Lehigh, I didn't go to Lehigh this year, that was last year, sorry. For everyone at Reading, Altoona, Jersey Shore, Lancaster, Harrisburg, and the big Phillies, I appreciate all the staff and the coaches and just everyone who makes that place go round, the workers. It was so much fun going to all the baseball games this summer, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed my coverage of games. I know I was doing kind of like a recap of each game I went to, and that kind of ended. Here was my favorite thing I got this summer at the Phillies. This was the only thing I got at the Phillies game. I know we're only NL champs. This is literally sat on my dresser. I never wear it. But the really, really cool replica NLCS, Phillies NLCS champions ring. So yeah, that was probably my favorite thing I got all summer at Citizens Bank. So yeah, I would say until next summer, but of course we're going to do videos in between now and next summer. We would never go all winter without doing a video for you guys. That would be unheard of. I know I went a month at a time without doing a video for a little bit, but hopefully we will be back next week with another 2-Box Tuesday, so you're going to want to get a notification for when that comes on, and that's how you can do that is hit that subscribe button, and then share this around, hit the like button, that helps out a lot too, and then yeah, stay tuned for next week's 2-Box Tuesday. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't really know what the future holds. I don't know exactly what I'm doing next week. But more than likely, we will finally have another 2-Box Tuesday sometime in the near future. And until then, I thank you. Once again, thank you to everyone that made the Summer of Autographs possible. All the players from a lot of different teams, all the visiting players, all the entire stadium staff who probably will never see this. But yes. Okay, well, I guess we won't have a 2-Box Tuesday. I guess we won't have a 2-Box Tuesday next week. According to the one of my superiors in the chat, we will not have a 2-Box Tuesday next Tuesday, according to someone who he doesn't sign my paychecks, but he at least can control them. So yeah. Maybe we'll have like a warehouse version of 2-Box Tuesday. So yeah, we shall see. Like I said, I don't know what the future holds. So yeah, hopefully we'll see you guys next week. Until then, I appreciate you guys watching. See ya.